Going on, Aries? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for December 15th to January 15th. So in this reading, Aries, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides regarding December 15th through January 15th. But before we begin this reading, Aries, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Aries, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. That would also be greatly appreciated over here, Aries. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy and we'll see what wants to come through for you for December 15th through January 15th, Aries. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Aries. One more. Go. Oh, no! Alright, Aries, so let's start this off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards that I've already pulled for you. So the messages from the universe for you for the 15th to the 15th, we have Lady Nada, Heart Awakening, Aries, Heart. So, awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. There's something about you definitely getting into your emotions a little bit and opening up to love here. There's something big about opening up your emotions and being ready to really experience a different type of love frequency than you're used to. With that being said, we also have Serenus, Life Force. Aries. Express your driving passion. Should be pretty easy. For Aries, sensual and sexual powers are increased. So not only do you have Heart Awakening, but you have Life Force. There could be something going on with a love situation where it's the best of both worlds, where you're not only emotionally into this person, but also physically. So don't be afraid to express that that Aries thing that I know all of you have within you. You also have Commander Ashtar, so call to action. All right, that Pleiadian-looking brother. Take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. All right, so take charge, Life Force, and Heart Awakening. Don't be afraid to initiate some sort of love thing. If you especially because there's certain gender stereotypes sometimes being like, because I know a lot of female Aries out there watch me. If you want someone, go for it. Ask them out. Do it. Something like Life Force and Heart Awakening. Now, here's the thing about this reading, and it is very important for you to understand, Aries. Your challenge is the Queen of Cups, and your your opportunity is the Queen of Cups, and your challenge is the King of Cups. There's some sort of thing that you got going on with someone in love here. I feel like for a lot of you, this is a new person from the 15th to the 15th where, or it could be someone that you're dealing with, but a lot of shit goes down. There's an opportunity for love, but it's very challenging as well. So we start this reading off with the opportunity being the Queen of Cups here, Aries. So there's something about, definitely remember Heart Awakening in the Oracle card. The Queen of Cups usually is someone who oversees the shortcomings of another person and almost like nurtures someone, like very motherly figure. So there could be something about you, Aries, nurturing something. I'm just getting being open to love. Now your challenge is the King of Cups as well. The King of Cups in your challenge is there's a lot of love here. What I'm honestly getting from this is there's just, you may be feeling a certain type of really good way from the 15th to the 15th, whether this be I'm getting for a lot of you, it's a new person you're talking to. For a lot of you, this could have to do with an existing relationship. But for many of you, you're not used to this new frequency. And many times, Aries, what I'm getting from this is that there's a combination. There's certainly action. There's certainly that like pouncer Aries aggressive thing with love that's tied into this. But there's also like a very purity when it comes to this love that I don't think you're used to. So it might freak you out. So just be aware of that. And it could feel like, oh my God, this is too much, and you might self-sabotage it. I can't tell you how many times people underestimate the level that we all self-sabotage ourselves when things go really good. You think you're afraid of failure? No. You're afraid of success, Aries. Trust me. If you weren't, you'd already manifested, okay? But what I'm telling you is, especially with love, look at this overall general energy, right? It's definitely going to be a good 15th to the 15th for you. I will tell you that. But you have the 2 of Cups, you have the 3 of Cups, and you also have the 10 of Wands here. I feel like there's a new person here. There's some sort of fun experience that you have in love. It's very exciting. But guess what? It feels like a lot. It feels like too much. Especially for those of you who have been holding on to a very stale relationship, Aries. This person might come in, and you might have ties to another person that just simply needs to go away. And you might be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with this. But for most of you, this is a very fun engagement. This is something that starts off potentially very small. You could be expanding your social circle with this person, but once again, for some reason, we're gonna have to clarify this, Aries. It feels like a lot. It feels like, oh my God, because that heart awakening, you're not used to it. All right, so sometimes when someone treats you really good, if you're used to being treated like shit, then guess what you do? You run away. I don't know, but I don't really sense that. So then we have here in what you don't see coming, Aries, you have the Knight of Pentacles, you also have the Moon, and you also have the Magician here. So there's something about, this could be developing a little bit slow, because Aries likes to move very fast, I do know. So the Knight of Pentacles here and what you don't see coming, something about slow movement leads you to question and lead you to overthink something about this relationship. The Knight of Pentacles, and also the person that you could be connecting to could have some sort of earth element in their chart with that Knight of Pentacles here that makes them want to take things slower than you do, or roles could be reversed. But there's something about slow moving energy that makes you question it. Now you also have the Magician here and what you don't see coming. So I see you ultimately make sure that you raise your thoughts, make sure that you realize that even if this engagement that you're dealing with in love for the 15th to the 15th seems weird, or it's going slow, or I don't really sense it's going slow, but there's some sort of questions that you have about it. It has so much potential. Once again, the opportunity and the challenge is the Queen and the King of Cups, and then you have the Magician here. You literally have so much potential. And the 2 of Cups, there's just unlimited potential between you and this person. I'm getting not only like spiritually, like emotionally, but also physically. Once again, you have that life force energy. Sexual powers are increased at this time. You also have call to action. So it seems like you're gonna have the best of both worlds with this person now. And I mean, this is literally one of the best readings I've had in a very long time for you. And it makes sense because if you look at the astrology, December is a big month for Aries. Big month. So take advantage of these energies is what I would advise you. In the advice from your spirit guides, you have the Temperance card, you have the Ace of Cups, and you also have the Nine of Wands here. What I'm getting from this, Aries, is Spirit saying go for it. There's nothing here besides like questions of where it could be going. There could be questions of commitment as well. With that Knight of Pentacles here, with all the potential. But you have the Ace of Cups and the Temperance card. At the very least, for the 15th to the 15th, Spirit is saying, go. Have a good time with this person. Get to know them, or whatever the case may be, however it manifests. Now, for some of you, this is a past life connection. For some of you, this is absolutely a past life relationship, especially with the reason I'm saying that, because these cards coupled with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands has to do with unfinished business. Very rarely does it speak to me about past life relationship, but there's some sort of thing about unfinished business thing. There could be something about the way that you treated each other. This is not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Some of you, You could have treated each other wrongly in past lives, and it kind of spills over. As well, I do feel like you're just not used to this, okay, Aries? The Nine of Wands here, you may have wounding that is brought up because you're just not used to this. So with that being said, the challenge and the King of Queen of Cups, I'm going to leave that alone because I just think it's potential. It's great. But let's go ahead and get into the nitty-gritty, Aries. Let's see why why is the 10 of Wands here in your overall general energy? Man. Could have it all with this person, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah. Ten of Wands is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and also the Three of Cups. Woo! Alright, so the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords, there's some sort of knowing, there's some sort of thing you might be not wanting to know about this person. Like, it's so great on paper, you have all this potential, but there could be something you're intuitively getting that you just don't like. She's like, I don't want to know, I don't want to think about the bad part of this person. The Page of Swords and also the Ace of Swords when it comes to the Ten of Wands here. What I'm getting is there could be some sort of thing deep down, there could be some sort of lingering incompatibility, even though it's great, there's all this potential, there's something you know that you're trying to like, you don't even want to think about it, and potentially this has to do with a third party. This has to do with other people. You have the Three of Cups here. There could be something about someone wants to keep their options open, or someone's not ready for commitment, or there could just be something about letting it, you know, like letting this relationship go with the flow, right? You have the Three of Cups twice in your overall general energy. What I can say for sure is you're going to be having a great time with this person. But I honestly see, okay, what this is now coming through as is you questioning, like, it's literally amazing, but you're waiting for the thing to go wrong. You're like, when is it going to start going wrong? See, the Page of Swords is just like, I'm ready to cut your head off, bro. I'm ready to cut your head off, sister. But when is it going to start going wrong? For a lot of you here, you're used to things going wrong, and so you may, once again, oh my God, what you don't see coming, now it's all coming together. You have that Moon card to the Magician, and what you don't see coming, you could be manifesting your worst expectations just because it's on repeat. The mind is like a garden. If you let it run wild and you let past experience ruminate in your mind, you will manifest it again. Even if it's with a past life relationship that it's meant to go differently this time. So what I would say is be careful of your thoughts. Be careful of subconsciously manifesting your worst expectations when it comes to this person. And be careful to not self-sabotage when things go very good because you're just not used to it. So what this basically essentially means is you need to raise your vibration. You need to elevate your thoughts. You need to really be conscious of how you might be triggered by this positive experience. Do you feel not worthy of it? If you don't feel worthy of it, which weirdly enough, many of you don't, then you're going to subconsciously, so I just cut something out. You need to stop messing this up, Aries. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into that. I mean, what is going on with this, Moon? Why is the Moon card here for you? Okay, you have the Queen of Wands, you have the Lovers, and you also have the Temperance card here with the Moon card here. So there's something about, once again, I feel like it's going to be going, the whole message, it keeps repeating, this is going to be going so good with you, there's going to be so much chemistry, there's going to be so much physical attraction and also emotional, that there's something about you, once again, with that Page of Swords, like, when is it going to start going bad? Like it's almost like this is like a cosmic joke. You're like, all right, show yourself. Like, I literally see, like, okay, picture you're in like a room, like, and you're like, a spirit is like messing and you're like, show yourself, show yourself. Well, there's nothing to show potentially. And you're just once again manifesting things from your past. So with this being here, I would say live in the present moment. Live in the present moment. Clearly with the Lovers card and the two of Cups here, Aries, I mean, this is something, it seems like it was written, it seems like very mystical, something very mystical is going on between you and this person, but yet you have that very practical fire. You have that Queen of Wands, you being very excited. So what I would say is go with the flow. Don't try to overdo this, don't try to underdo it. It's all about the middle way, right? Don't think, I'm a bad person, Don't think I'm a good person. I am just a person. I am both bad and good. I am yin yang. I am Aries. I will just said another bad word. I had to cut it out again. I will mess you up. I will build you up. I am both. I have potential for both. Don't polarize yourself, right? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get some advice from your spirit guides here, Aries. I really feel like at the bottom line, I'm going into a little bit of what I think you need to watch out for, but like, please don't misunderstand me. I think this is going to be from the 15th of December to the 15th of January. It has potentially to be a very healing, fun, completely unlike anything that you've experienced for the last couple of years, potentially. I'm not even joking, okay? So let's go ahead and see though, Aries. Let's go ahead and see why. Let's see why the Ace of Cups is here in your advice. Like, why is Spirit telling you? Why is Spirit telling you, especially if you've been alone, if you've been single for a long time, and this Spirit's like, you're just overdue. But for those of you all of, hold on. Why is the Ace of Cups here in your advice? What the hell's going on? Why is the Ace of Cups here in your advice, Aries? Yeah, you have a healing experience in front of you. You have the Star, you have a wish. This is something that you asked for. It's now in front of your face. You have the Magician, something you manifested, and you also have the King of Swords, Aries. So the Ace of Cups in your advice is clarified by the King of Swords, the Star, and also the Magician here. So don't be afraid to just go for this. If this is something you asked for, you have a very healing experience in front of you. Also, part of the reason why you don't want to get ahead of yourself, part of the reason why Spirit's telling you to go for it is because there's a lot of potential, right? What is the Magician about? It's speaking to me lately about potential. All of the elements are on the table. Once again, you have heart awakening, not only because sometimes in a relationship, what most of the time happens? You either are with someone because they're so physically hot, or you're with someone because they just pull on you emotionally connect to them. Rarely does it happen where you have both the physical and the emotional here, and that's what you have here. This is bringing up some things, but with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading. You have one of the best time frames ahead of you. Be sure you pounce on this in December though, Aries. Don't wait too long, would be my advice to you. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the Autistic Mystic.